Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome to the channel. So look, in today's video, what I wanted to share with you guys is really just 3 signs or 3 things to keep an eye out for, because if you recognize that these 3 things are happening in your financial life on a month-to-month basis, it is a very strong indicator that you are struggling or that your financial life is severely struggling. So with that being said, if you're new here to the channel, what you want to do, you want to look right beneath this video, find that subscribe button. Be sure to give that subscribe button a quick tap for me, so that way you'll get notified by YouTube each and every time I upload a video just like this one. And then if you could just do me one more quick favor, find the thumbs up button right beneath the video. Go ahead, give that thumbs up button a quick tap for me. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get right into these 3 signs for you to pay attention to, so that way you can find out if your financial life is in trouble. Okay, so the very first sign that you really want to pay attention to, and I really hope that you are not living this way with your finances on a month-to-month basis, and that's that you are basically living paycheck to paycheck. If you notice that you are having to wait, until your next paycheck comes before you're able to pay that bill, or before you're able to go purchase the thing that you need in order to survive and function each and every single month, well, that is a very good indicator that you are struggling financially. That means you do not have any kind of cash reserve or any kind of savings. The likelihood is that you do not have like even a partial, emergency fund, and definitely you do not have like a fully funded emergency fund, because had you had that, you would then be able to say, okay, I don't have to wait until that next pay period. I could go ahead and borrow this money from the savings that I have set aside, go ahead, make the necessary purchases that I need to make, and then once I go ahead and get paid, I could always slide that money back over into that savings account that I had. So definitely this is the first sign that you want to keep an eye on, and definitely make sure that you do not have this going on in your financial life. All right, you guys, so the next thing that you definitely want to be paying attention to, or the next sign, in other words, that is a really good indicator that you or your financial life is severely struggling, is that if you notice that on a month-to-month basis you are having to pick and decide which bills you are going to pay on time and which bills are going to be late. Because obviously if you are doing this, it's a really good signal that your money is really just all over the place. There's no organization, or there's simply just not enough income coming in. But nevertheless, it's like a really good indicator that there's financially some type of a problem going on, and that you're clearly not addressing it. There's either not enough income coming in so that way you could pay all the bills when they're due on their due date or before, or you are just simply mismanaging your income each and every single month, or pay period by pay period. And nevertheless, it's a really good indicator that something is like terribly wrong. And this is the second sign that's a really strong indicator that if you have this going on a month-to-month basis, and you are having to pick and choose and decide, am I going to pay this bill on time, or am I going to pay this bill on time this time? And then you're probably just going to keep switching them up, like, oh, next month this bill's going to be late, and then the other one that was late the previous month, now I'm going to go ahead and pay that one on time. If you see this habit going on in your financial life, it's a really strong indicator that your finances are really like in severe trouble, and you just really want to get this taken care of and get it under control. All right, you guys, so look, now we're at that third sign that you definitely want to be paying attention to, and I really hope that none of you guys are experiencing this or having to do this third thing in order for you to get through each and every single month. So the third sign that your finances are really in trouble and that things are really rough financially, and that is a really big signal that there's terribly something wrong here when it comes to your financial life, is that you are having to either go out and borrow money from either a friend or a family member, or even worse, maybe taking out a loan or having to use something like a credit card in order to make the purchases that you need in order to function each and every single month. Now, I'm not talking about using a credit card or borrowing money or anything like that to just go out and do things like go out to eat, or those type of things like that, just things that you're wanting to do. I'm talking about, no, you actually need to do those things and pay for those things using a credit card, or borrowing money from a family member or a friend, or going to go take out a loan. And I would really hope that you guys are not going out and borrowing money in like the form of like a payday loan, because everyone knows that those are like the worst type of loans you could ever get. It's a clear sign that like your financial life is in severe distress, you are desperate for money, and then those payday loan lenders, they just jack you up with like insane interest rates. You borrow a little bit of money and it's extremely hard to pay them off because the interest rate is just insane amounts. You borrow a couple $100, next thing you know, you're paying $1,000. So again, if you find yourself having to borrow money, or going to go take out a loan or use a credit card just in order to make the purchases that you need, that are your actual needs, you are using things like this, borrowed money or credit cards, in order to just make the purchases that you need to function on a month in and month out basis, that is a very clear sign that your financial life is severely in trouble. Your finances are a mess. And again, I really hope that this is not happening to any of you guys. But if you recognize these signs in your financial life, again, your finances are in trouble. And I really hope that you start to wake up and recognize hey, there's a problem in my financial life, and it's time that I could start getting this, getting my financial life under control and start just addressing these situations rather than just ignoring it, or even worse, just staying in it or accepting it. So hey, again, if you're new to the channel, be sure that you look down beneath the video, find that subscribe button, be sure to hit that subscribe button, and then if you could just find the thumbs up button, also hit that thumbs up button. Thank you so much for taking the time to do that. And then now what's going to happen next is a video is going to pop up here on the screen. I want you to go ahead and click that video, and I will see you in the next video.